thing's not on here no more. I don't know what happened to it. Well, we don't have a starter.
Well, it is on here. It's just
there it is. 1 second.
We're going to start officially.
I have no idea. Na.
All right. There you go, all the way up.
All the way up? Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay. We're officially started. There you go, you guys. Ashley's going to check for all of you listening also on our podcasting apps that you enjoy. Well, they're not ours, but we're all out there everywhere. So, hey.
All right. There we go.
Hopefully you're having a good weekend. We understand it's a holiday for a great many of our listeners on all the platforms, and for some it's not. So we just thought, hey, we'll just get on, we'll say hi,
Charles.
See how it goes.
All right, here.
And take it from there. This show, we're going to do a little something different. Hello, Charles. We're glad you're here. We know that it can be busy because, it's a holiday weekend. And like I said, what you doing there, Ash?
Share them to groups.
Share it to the group and then send one to Mom.
Yep. I know the routine.
Yeah, maybe send it to Keegan. Maybe he can join in.
Yeah, we'll see.
So anyways, you guys, hopefully you're all having a good weekend. We're doing it a little bit different, as you can see. We're not sitting at the desk. We're actually at our little game table here, Charles. And what we're going to do is turn the other camera on. And while we just sit here and chit-chat, we're going to start building some things that we've needed to build for a while. And I'll show you what those are. I think you're gonna like that. But anyways, you guys, wherever you're watching or listening, we hope your weekend's going good. And Ashley, you got to turn the other camera on first because that won't work for what we got to do.
Oh, I want this one.
No.
That way.
Okay. Well, you could do whatever. Anyways, you can see our hands. So a couple things first. Mythos. At some point, he's going to show up, I think. But anyways, come on, open it up. We ordered his mug, and everybody knows we've been having a hard time getting it. But the company that you ordered from, they made up for it. They reversed our shipping. So hey, because we use Spring also for our coffee mugs.
Yeah.
But here you go. Here's Mythos's mug. Ta-da! Nice and colorful. Says
Wolf Brother
Hobbies, right? So he's got a pretty nice logo. So Mythos has been well over a month since you launched that, man. And we just wanted to
show it off. It's here.
Let you know. Hey, Telemachus. How are you? So grab that mouse pad. Hand it over here. There's nowhere for you to put it over there.
All right.
So what we're going to do, Telemachus, is one at a time. This show, we're going to do something a little different. We're just going to, it's a holiday, so we kind of think people are just going to either be able to pop in and out or not. So we're going to sit and build. I have these to build.
Rabbits.
Yeah, rabbits. I thought that was cute. So I got some
Romans.
Legions, Arcane Legions, right? Roman Infantry Army Pack. Remember, we got the rules for the arena. So we're gonna, take a look first. So here's your Romans, here's your shields. Pretty nice. So what I'm gonna do is just me and Ashley she's gonna show you what she's got. And we've had these for a while, man. We've meant to meant to build them. So we're gonna sit and build them. And that's why we're small camera on the bottom is us. You don't necessarily have to
see our ugly faces.
Yeah. And otherwise we're gonna go ahead and just kind of, we got, as Clues would say, our handy dandy tools. Right? Oh wait, he's got a handy dandy notebook. Well, I have a notebook too.
It's Dora the Explorer that has the backpack that has all the tools.
But I don't want to carry a backpack. I'm too lazy for that.
So Greg got the Romans. I got mummies.
Put it down. There you go. Kind of looks like Ashley in the morning before coffee. Angry, charging. But you know what? I told her, I said, drink coffee, Ashley. I've never ran across anybody who didn't want to be happy. So
I got some nice little mummies.
well, this brew's kind of cool. Look at the colors on
Yeah, gold and blue.
It comes out blue and gold on their shields. That's their shields, man.
Yeah.
So some of these are we're gonna take these out, and I don't know how much building there is. Some looks like
this is an actual game, so you got board pieces as well.
But we figured, screw it, we'll just do that and chit chat, and that will give us a reason to get these done so that we can, you know, game with them in the arena. So yeah. So one at a time, because I need a gladiator. You know, some of these are pre-done, so I think they look pretty cool. I'm not sure who gets the shields, but
yeah, it doesn't have directions.
No.
So I guess you kind of just. Oh, yes, it does. In the
little packet here.
Pack.
Okay. I guess we should read those. So what do you guys?
There's no directions.
What are you guys up to today? We are testing out our new. See this flat Novo like conference mic? So in the chat, just tell us if it sounds good or not. If you could do that, Telemachus and Charles and whoever else is listening, we'd appreciate it. I actually had this for a while, just haven't had a chance to use it. So this time we're set up on the laptop and we're going to test that mic out and, you know, go from there. And just kind of hang out and chit chat. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Oh yeah. I guess it does give you. Oh, you got horsies?
No, those are other models.
Are these mine?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have the horsies.
No, you didn't get that
section. I wanted some nays. So I guess it does give you kind of picture directions, but hey. Basically, we just wanted to get it for the arena fighting, and we already have Scooby-Doo and the gang.
Yep. Our daughter said we can use them.
Yeah.
Hey, someone has bears. I want those.
But some of these are pretty big.
Yeah.
Thank you, Telemachus. I appreciate that. He says he can hear it fine, clear, with no static.
Nice.
That's good because Ashley dropped it.
I did not.
You did. It wasn't me that dropped it.
It was sitting on the shelf. You hit the door with the shelf with the door, and it fell. So technically, I did not drop it.
You're right. You didn't drop it. You put it in a spot where it could have and did fall. Shame on you. So, anyways.
Well, you should have opened the door.
Heck was that hit the ground? I shouldn't have opened the door to get in the room. It's okay. It's all good. As long as you can hear good, then hey, more power to you. So that's good for us. Ooh, it does. Look at that. You can even see coffee in the cup. Anyways, we're just messing around.
So, and if you can't notice, we actually got lights finally. So
yep, from a sponsor.
Yep.
Who's going to remain anonymous. But, you know. I think mine are mostly.
It looks like it just pretty much clips on for the most part.
You know what this is going to be interesting because they got pegs on the bottom.
Yeah, it goes in the pegs in the board.
Yeah, it's set up for. But I meant, what am I going to do? I might have to clip these off and just file them down and use them for. Oof. He's got like. That doesn't look like a bended sword, does it? That looks more like a.
Oh, I think that's a bended sword.
Yeah.
So we might have to take a lighter to him and heat him up.
This one's a little dinged. He's gonna be a nice warrior to use, but
his sword's got special.
Well, maybe I could just make it like like they're cutting. It does look like this sword's got a little dinged. That's because they're sitting in a box. These are really the only ones I can use here. These guys look like they can hold the shield, but they also need to. They don't have a sword, huh? I think I'm going to use the big guys.
you have throwing pieces here. So some of them might be with spears.
We'll figure it out. I gotta paint them too, because that's what I'll do. Let's see. Actually, they come together pretty good. It's got some detail. The swords you got, I'm gonna have to warm up.
Yeah.
With something and kind of reshape them, but should work pretty good that way. I got archers.
You might want to move your coffee.
Why?
I just had a piece fly.
Oh, geez, don't fling.
Hey, at least I'm telling you.
True. You did tell me. More shields. I like the shields. They look pretty nice. So they're designed to set in trays, like battle trays like this.
Yeah, the game pieces are right there. It tells you like on who you get or something like that.
But I'm using them primarily for, that's why it's like I want to use them for.
We can use them for whatever we want.
Yeah. Because this is the 7th Legion Victica. 7th Legion Sagittari. Wow. Tells you. So it'll give you information on the card here. And if this group is disciplined, though all their qualities are disciplined, tough, and heavy armor. So it gets an extra.
I think we had the rule book for this game too.
Yeah. So this is how you place them.
Yeah, so technically we don't have to glue them down into those.
No, they just peg in there.
Right. So we just figure it out, and I can probably build something off of and print them out where they fit in those holes.
Well, it looks like it doesn't matter. Well, the corner.
And then we can use them for arena too.
It looks almost like, oh, you know what? These are for small. Here's one that's already big. Okay, so here's a bigger one with a bunch of holes in it. That makes more sense. The card slides on, so you can put your armies where they got to go. And then it gives you little symbols. So it looks like dice rolls. What dice? And then the card on the side gives you all the information. Nice. And this would be, to put this group together here on this one, it shows at the bottom on this side, 850 points.
Wow.
So that's interesting, but I'm thinking these, I don't know if we'll be able to play this game. But I don't. Well, we don't have the rule book for it, do we? Or
I think so. I think it's over there. I think that's the one that's papered.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I pretty much just wanted it for.
Oops! I just cut that one off.
The gladiator pieces for the game, but we could try that too. Kind of like mini warm-up buys. He's got a good idea. I mean, a lot of people do the same. We kind of do the same somewhat, but his focus when he gets stuff, me and him talk a lot, is he likes to get box sets. But then again, he's looking at it dollar-wise. Can I use this box set? Can I use these figures elsewhere? Say you don't like the rules.
Right.
Can you use them with a different set of rules? What can you do with them? So like for me, because I wanted some gladiators, this is perfect. I got some gladiators. Now I'm going to have extra pieces that are not gladiators.
That didn't hit you in the face, did it?
No, but You're flinging plastic everywhere, right?
I'm not flinging nothing. It's doing it on its own.
Although, how do you, unless you think you can find me some Romans to fight with.
I don't know. I can look them up later.
Then I won't cut the nubs off the bottom because they have little pieces on the bottom here.
I'm confused.
You're confused about what?
So is it these ones?
which ones they go to.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like mine are
A14. No, A1A.
looks like mine are going to be
and B.
pretty much. They won't stand on their own, but
Okay, so this one has a.
they're going to have to be
The arm's not
leaders.
up.
You're cutting a lot of your shields off.
I cut all my shields off. I just gotta figure out which ones are.
Fight lions, Telemachus says.
Meow. So those ones, yeah, okay. So
Good idea. You know what we could do, Telemachus? I could just have Ashley find some meow meows to print out, you know, like a giant cat. See if we can get a lion or a lioness.
Don't tempt me, I'll do it.
And heretics, yeah.
I'll do it. Okay, those two.
I just want to use the Arena of Blood rules that I paid for and the cards and put them to test.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it's this one.
A couple of these guys, I think I could put the shields on, so that would be even better.
Yeah, some of them are you're not going to even have shields.
No, there's not enough shields for everybody, but you can see where, like right here, see they got the little nub on their hand to hold the shield.
Yeah.
These guys with the pikes and spears. The figures are nicely detailed. The only problem is some of the things on them are warped.
Okay.
But I think that's due to the way it was packed too. We can stand them. I guess you could just use a stand, but
that's what I was gonna grab.
Start putting them in stands, because then they don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this one for shields. These guys are bent with the sword. 1, 2, 3.
Oh wow, that's a tight fit.
See how this guy has a sword here, put in his hand so he can hold the shield.
You have directions.
Well, I don't want directions. I mean, what fun are directions, you guys? I'm one of those people that just open the box and go for it. See what happens. Oh, you can even have them hold them sideways. Yeah, that's what's showing you. And so I figured it correctly. Jeez. So it'd be these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anyways, you guys, we just wanted to hang out a little bit, see how your guys' weekend was going. If you're all having fun. What?
Gotta let it dry.
Gotta let it dry. We do got to find us some heretics, though, I think. I think he's right.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Nope. Wasn't dried.
Looks that one fell. Not really too much cleanup has to be done on these. A little bit. That's kind of interesting. I got a file on the sword, on his spear. So what are you up to today, Charles and Telemachus? Since I know you two are there, I see some more numbers, but nobody's commenting. You guys can comment if you would like, or if you're curious, or if you just want to say hi or talk about a game you like. We don't have to talk about what we're doing. We're just here. We're existing in the realm. So you can say hi. If I put a shield on here, then you're going to paint around your shield.
Yep. I'll probably end up repainting the shields. I don't like how these ones are. The gold ones are cool, but the blue ones?
The gold ones, yeah, but the blue has a lot of detail on it, too.
And you don't think I can match it?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you can paint over it if you want. You get too defensive. No. It's not that. So if I glue these shields onto his arm, it's going to block the whole that side of his body. But I think you'd like these, Charles.
He'd probably like the mummies better.
I think, though, to use them in any other game, just cut the nubs off and glue them to a base.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the rain again? Oh,
Nope,
no,
that's the computer
there. It's been overcast, rainy day here. Kind of more like a fall day than a spring day. Let's see if we can split it both ways. That way people can see us too once in a while.
No one wants
Don't be
to see our
scared.
ugly
Don't be
faces.
scared. Hello, Internet. I heard you got to watch out for spiders because we're on the World Wide Web.
Oh, God. Someone please save me.
So it may not be funny to everybody, but in my mind, it is. So, you know. These would be interesting to...
I don't know how... These are all supposed to be mummies. This does not look like a freaking mummy. It looks like a soldier.
Yeah, but not all of them are supposed to be mummies. Those are the undead, and they buried their soldiers with them. So, I mean, I guess if you were a soldier, then that's long-term employment. Even dying, you don't get out of it. So you have to see what kind of benefits you had then, right? But anyways, it is a good day so far. So far, so good. And for a couple of you that have just joined, there's the shields. They look, they come pre-painted. They look pretty good, actually. I mean, I'm not going to mess with them because I don't think I could duplicate what they got painted here. That's a machine that's done that. It's precision all the way around. So Greg's no expert painter. I just try. That's all I do. I will tell you what, this little set I got for like $8. I think it's $9 now, come in a case. I don't know, I've had it a couple years and they work great. Great little set. Yeah, all these guys would have to go.
So which ones get the round ones?
Do what, Ash?
None.
So we do got a game coming out tomorrow that we did last night. We did some Alpha Strike. We did a game. It didn't go too far.
I'm not ready to be done with Alpha Strike.
Poor Ashley had that kind of tips you off right there. So
I'm done.
The battle report's only like, I think 13 minutes. If you guys could watch it, we'd appreciate it. We could use the watch time on a video. So I notice a lot of people start or they just start it and then for whatever reason. But yeah, in a nutshell, she's not happy with that game. Now, we did it in all fairness, like on a blind draw. Ashley had
our 3-year-old granddaughter.
Yeah.
Go and pick the numbers.
So Ashley had the mechs in the case. They were numbered, and so she put the number on a piece of paper, folded it over, threw it in there, and let her draw them out for me. And I ended up with quite a few heavy hitters.
Few?
Well, hello, Go For It Painting. How are you? Hope you're having a good weekend there, sir. We know it's a holiday weekend, so we kind of weren't expecting really anybody to show up. We're just here. This time we decided since we didn't know basically if people could make it or not, we just sit here and start working on cutting out some of these miniatures. I'm cutting out doing a Roman Arcane Legions box. It's a pretty big box, actually. It's a Roman infantry army pack. So,
and I got the mummies.
Yeah. Yep. So on those, the Romans come with some pretty cool shields we've been showing off, already pre-done. So I don't got to paint that. Go for it painting because I don't think I could match what they come with. I don't think I'd want to try. It would be way too many teeny tiny design on it. But anywho, that's what we're doing, sir. Hopefully you are having a good weekend, like I said, and having fun. We've got that Arena of Blood rules that we got to get some gladiators for. So I think some of these guys, they're designed to go into like battle trays. So underneath the base are like little stubs to put into the holes. I don't know how I would be able to use that in the separately from the tray, other than I guess I could like tack it to a base with something to hold it there where you played. But they're pretty nice little figures.
No.
Oops, wrong way.
Uh-oh.
You dropped it under the table?
Somewhere.
Yeah. Try not to keep shaking the table though. Otherwise it makes it look like we're in an earthquake. So I realized though that boy, before I put these shields on, I better paint.
Oh, it's over underneath your feet. Don't.
Oh, it's right there. There you go. You got it. Hey, Brian from Weird World War II. Mary E3 says, yeah, it is that day, isn't it? Out here, it's been a rainy, dreary day. Nobody's been outside. Everybody's been rained out. Of course, all of our kids are all grown out, so really we don't do anything. So I decided today to get, we got a game in last night, sir, and got it edited and put into YouTube, so it'll be out tomorrow. I set it to come out tomorrow morning. And in the meantime, some of these Roman legions, we're just cutting out the sprues, and some of them have to be put together. The shields do, but otherwise, just wanted to use that for our arena games and get them going like that. The shields are really pretty nice, though, man. They did a really, really fine job on those. So, what are you and Mel up to? You guys having fun today or anything exciting? I can say for us what's exciting is we ordered a mug for Mythos well over a month ago, and it finally came the other day. So I'm kind of waiting to see if he pops in or out. It stormed and then the sun came out. Texas is weird. Yeah. There's been a lot of weird weather going on, though, the last several years. I think people just get accustomed to it being weird and they don't really think about it. To me, it just stays weird because I'm like, some of this stuff's just not normal. And we're pretty fortunate where we're at, sir. The states below us a lot of them got hammered over the last 2 days. Tornadoes, snow, like massive hail.
I'm good.
I was watching. People were, live streaming the hail coming down, and I'm like, when it's bigger than golf balls, almost tennis ball size, just destroying cars and houses, and you're like, nothing happened here, so we're just very grateful. I'm glad our audience and all you guys are doing good too, and not in harm's way, because the weather seems to really just smack the crud out of everybody. You just got home from all the family stuff and it's time to chill? Yeah. Yep. We pretty much had the day off from all that. So we've just been hanging out, getting things edited, trying to get stuff done. A little different setup, as you can see, because we're at the table and we've got the laptop and some of our little stand-up lighting just to try to get better light on what we're doing. And Ashley's getting all of her figures put in a tray. These guys come with little stubs to stick in the tray. So I think it'll work out pretty good. Either way, we can do some weird gladiator stuff, like maybe one of the Roman gladiators against, Shaggy or something. We'll figure it out because we want to throw the Scooby-Doo gang in with the gladiatorial stuff. Just because you can, you know what I mean? It's a game. But I've some of mine. I was like, well, if I take this guy apart, I really kind of need to paint him. Ashley's going and gluing her shields on, but mine, I think, I'm gonna cut one of these shields. I think it would be really pretty close to make it harder to do.
Well, these guys would be okay.
Yeah, because your hand's up and you can reach.
Yeah,
you can reach to that. See, with this, no, you can't. I mean, I see. The shield's going to go right on this side, and it's a big Roman shield. It's going to literally be hard, I think, to get behind it. I don't know. I'm kind of weird. Some people will paint their stuff. Me, I'm just kind of weird the way I paint it. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Lots of people in this pack, so pretty nice little pack.
I think it's 40 of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
40 models?
Says mine does, at least. Yep, 40 figures. So the units come in faction-specific booster packs, which include additional unit cards that use figures from other packs. And of course, you can expand your army, it says, with cavalry army packs, which feature, at least for the Romans, 14 mobile cavalry figures, an additional formation, and sorted bases for your faction. So you can really just do something. That's pretty cool. It's from Wells Expeditions. Is who makes these, the manufacturer. In Bellevue, Washington. At least they've trademarked that. So, oops, that's pretty cool. So that's what we decided to do, Brian. Just sit, wasn't sure of the outcome on the show, and just, I don't know, get some of these things done that we needed to get done.
Well, then I figure, for the most part, ours is late enough where...
Well, and people got family things to do too, and that's fine. We understand that. Completely understand that. So it's all good. My problem is where they place this on the helmet, the screw attaches.
All right. Do you want this one instead? Or is that too much?
No, it's too big to get it. It's got nicer. This little file will work. But I'm just kind of turning it so I can keep filing it around it so it's not a flat.
Why, you just say he got beat in the head?
He got hit in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, the spear, they're nice figures.
Yeah.
Cannot complain about that. They're pretty nice. The only thing I think they could have done is something a little different with the bigger figures, because like that sword that's been on that guy, you're going to have to slowly heat it up and try to bend it back.
And cool it.
Yeah, without it overheating it, but... That's kind of how that one is. He is a little bit of a bent piece. So, weird World War II, Brian. Do we sound pretty good to you? Telemachus said we sounded good. we're just doing kind of a little bit of a sound check with this new mic. See if we come out loud and clear, and you can hear Ashley sniffling. And
hey, leave me alone.
this one here is going to be, he's going to be like in a fighting stance. So he's going to be holding the shield forward. See, so like if I put that shield here, Ash, in front of him, it'll block all of the body.
Excuses.
Cool. See this mic here? It's like a little conference mic. And we got that on you know how Amazon does like
Flash
what
days.
are they called? The lightning deals of the flash
days.
whatever. So it was marked down. I was like, all right, let's try it because it's got a nice 6-foot cord and it's omnidirectional, so it'd be good for when you're playing. And if you're trying to record anything with the laptop, like what we're doing now is all off the laptop, then it would be, we wanted to see how it worked out and if it was worth it, because I think I got it for...
It wasn't too bad. 80?
No, it was marked down. I think we got it for like 30 something bucks, or not quite $40. But anyways, it's made by Movo. It was significantly marked down, so I thought, well, why not? Let's see how that works, because sometimes we want to get back to doing go to the coffee shop, and unfortunately, even though this laptop is very new tech-wise, it's way beyond what we need, but it's one of the USB ports already went out, and I found out, on the Acer laptops, apparently that's a thing. So because it's 2 years old, I'd have to take it in and have them resolder a new USB 3 port on the side. Just because, you need to be able to plug things in. Like we got the camera and the light, or the camera and the microphone plugged into one USB with a little USB hub. So I was just curious to make sure it comes across through pretty easily. All right. Hopefully Mythos will be able to swing by at some point, just because his cup came in. But anywho, it's a good thing you didn't get any nasty weather out there, Brian, because that's no fun. Got last year a couple times we had to stop in the middle of our show because the tornado sirens were going off, and outside of the house is too loud of thunder and lightning, and we've been very, very, I guess I could say, blessed, because we have not had any substantial damage at all. The storms, while they've been bad, the worst part seems to go just slightly south of where we're at. So I'm pretty happy about that, and it works out pretty good. I think I got so many of these, I'm going to take one and just cut it off for the game. No, there's actually, yeah, he's got 2 swords.
Take the one that's damaged.
Why?
And then if it melts it or something, then you can figure out something else to put on him, kind of thing.
I just don't know how I'd heat it up. I mean,
I have a lighter.
Even if you did that, you'd have to do it very, very quickly, because
yep, and you need a cup of cold water.
This is so bent. I don't know how to undo that. So
I got you.
Well, it'll get figured out. I don't know why you're actually gonna try and play the game with all these guys.
I don't know. But it's a sprue. I gotta cut them.
Yeah, you want them off. I mean, I can get these guys off, I think, to paint them is what I'm going to do. Because dress them up a bit before they put their shields on. Otherwise, these two poses, especially the one, is going to take away the ability to get anything other than what's... Oh, this guy here, some of them are a little bit more to pinch off than the others there. There we go. So that's the game plan, you guys, and then maybe we could throw down some arena fights, even if they're just Romans against the undead. You know,
which they would never win.
Not if the people are. If you were truly fighting undead, yeah, you'd be in. I think you'd be in trouble. Because how are you going to kill something that can't be killed? All right. I wonder what your benefits are going to be, though. Dun, 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 I have to find some Romanesque colors and be able to get these guys.
Reds and blues and golds.
Yeah. Well, I know what the colors are. I said I'll have to try to get some. See, this other side allows you to pick a different fighting stance. Well, these two are going to be, you can pick the arm that you want to put on it. But look how small these arms are. Oof.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with those.
Yeah, that would be a little bit of a stretch. What is he holding up here? Oh, I think they're holding the shields up over their head is what that one's going to do.
Like this. Like a fighting stance.
Yeah. Like up above the head.
That's like a fighting stance. Or a defense stance.
Oh, you got to pick the arms off of these others too. Oof. Fun. But I like the cards that come with this, so it'd be interesting to see how it kind of plays out. I'm going to get these guys here. You got a nice trays where you should stand it up and hold it up.
I will in a minute.
Hold it up to the pewter. Dun, 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 dun. I think if the sword breaks, I'll just cut these stubs off and put him on a base, and he'll be the main guy. The rest of these little guys would go to the desk and get them started painting. You'd have to. You want me to hold it because you're opposite?
Yeah. Here, let's see.
So that's the tray she's got hers on. These are the gold shields, though. That's what her mummies came with, and then these blue.
I'm done.
That's a big tray of
plus 4 on a
to
Devil
move,
tray.
you know. So you got 4 on the other tray. So what I'm going to do with mine is just I don't need this anymore. This is just trash. What is it? My cards are in here. That's your cards, right?
Yeah.
So some of this I just don't need. Otherwise, I'll put the shields and stuff back in the box. These are from Wells Expedition, so I think that you can do a lot. You got to get these. They're all, I mean, that's who makes them, but it is the SPQR, which I forgot to mention. So, SPQR. I have some other figures, and I don't know. I think this will work out pretty good overall. You know what I mean? Get some gaming in with those. These couple of guys here, I'll get on the desk and get them started painting. Then I could put a shield on them. So I think that'll work. See, I'd like to take one of these guys.
Oh, Reese is in.
And one of these guys. Oh, hey, Reese, how are you?
See, I'm used to having my computer.
Well, so we did it a little differently this time. You're okay. This time we're doing it at the game table. But that way we can show people we were both sitting here working on stuff instead of just trying to do your camera. Plus, it's just nice to make sure that.
Oh, people think you actually do things.
Huh?
So people think you actually do something.
Yeah, so people will know that I do something, Don't drop your phone like that. So there's a handful that'll go to the desk. So what's Reese been up to? Dodging more storms like the rest of us? Our storm today wasn't a storm. It was
rebasing a lot of World War II Brits and Germans.
Oh, are you? So today, what you don't see over here is, I guess we could pull it around and give you guys like a sneak peek. If you want to grab that, we'll lower the camera. So I'm like, or hand me that box there first. Just slide the other around the board.
Yeah, easier said than done. Because the boards.
Well, that's okay. You can slide it right through. It's all good. The problem with using wireless stuff when you're trying to do live streaming is literally it's just not going to be as good as corded stuff. All right, so we've been working on this, or started to set up, which is Operation Dragoon, which took place August 15th, 1944. And the game's a little bit, it'll tell you that the primary objective of this is to capture the ports of Marseille and Toulon. Both ports must be captured in 2 weeks to relieve the strain on Allied logistics for the drive into Germany. So you take on the role of General Patch, commander of the U.S. 7th Army, against an autonomous German player. So it's a one-player game, is how it's designed to be. And you got to try to smash the German 19th Army while simultaneously capturing key fortress points. So we just got this set up before the show, and a little bit about that would be your map set up the way it is. Your forces start off on here because you're your French forces. You're going to start off here. The Germans start off here, and their goal is to drive this way down to capture Marseille and Toulon. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Capture those ports. This German group is to go here to meet up with all of them. These guys' goal is to escape this onslaught. You only have 5 different chits or armies to mess with, and you specifically have to place them like this one. If you watch the arrows, goes here. This other one
would go there.
The green one
would go there.
It's going to start here. This other green one is going to start here. This is a German army, so you got to try to defeat them. And so the 7th Air Division or whatever goes here. So the goal on this little it's a one-player game. And so one of the people that had commented when we did the unboxing, because you could look at the unboxing if you'd like, but on this Operation Dragoon, it's apparently the gentleman that makes its games are based more on how much force you can apply to a given situation as opposed to strategy. I don't know. And he wasn't being critical. He was just bringing up the point that when you play, you'll realize it's more about force than strategy. So, yeah, stop the Germans from getting down here and capturing this. Of course, you got to fight them. Now, the German army is autonomous, so this is a solo game, and this actually in here is gonna have
Everything.
no. I'm getting to something specific. Where's my other? Oh no, you have the cards out. Never mind. So it'll give you a card that will tell you what to do for the Germans, depending on the dice roll. If you roll a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or 6,
And then if the turn's an
you're
odd or an even,
you're going to do what it tells you to do with the German units in what spot. So it's not like you can go, okay, this is how I'm going to try and play, because these guys, they have to make it all the way up here and escape in this area. That's their goal. So you're going to obviously start going this way, but maybe it'll have you do different things. I don't know. I've never played this game, but it's kind of nice that the card tells you what the bot actions are. Um, so if it's like if you roll a number 1 and it's an odd turn, you're the Germans' 338th Infantry Division. Uh, you're going to try to escape or counterattack. But if it's an even turn, you need to defend the ports and flip the 244th Infantry Division to a -1 to desperate, where they're not doing so well. So it looks like it'll be an interesting solo game. And it's designed to take what, 15 turns, it looks like,
yeah,
or something, 14 turns.
15. You start on day 15 and you go to 29.
29, so
So
14. Yeah.
2, 4,
Anyways,
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15.
15 total turns.
Yep.
There's which doesn't look like the turns will take too long per se.
No.
So, and it comes in a nice little travel case. So I think it looked like a pretty good deal. It was one of those Kickstarter ones that I had backed, and they tend to come in spurts. So if I back 2 or 3, then a year later you got 2 or 3 games coming in, and so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's got some cool pictures in there.
Oh, my sinuses today.
Yeah, I had that happen to me for a while there. So
Making
it's
my
got
eyes
some
itchy.
cool photos on the back of this fold-up map. Is a pretty cool photo.
Yeah.
We got the set of flail. I guess
I mean, each of these have a different picture,
yeah.
and there's actual pictures from the war in the pamphlet or their rule book as well.
Here, I'll just slide the chits off. We know where they go. Yeah, so through the booklet, you've got some pretty cool World War II footage. Like this is the back side of the map.
Yeah, it's the same as what's on here, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a old photo. So that's what we're going to work on this evening after dinner here. Is we're going to sit there and work on this and get it going and see how it all works out. And then we'll give you a little report. Ashley's going to help along with the bot part. Um, so the interesting thing will be is it won't matter what I want to do or she wants to do. It's only going to matter what was rolled and what, according to the card, we have to do as the Germans. So you either got to try to take both the ports and you win, or if the Germans take them, they win. Obviously, if they escape, they're going to get points. It's going to be an interesting kind of a game, to be
Yep.
honest with you.
You can get 4 points and just ports. So you have to destroy to win.
Yeah, it's pretty much just brute force.
Yeah, because 7 or
You're-
less, the Germans win. 8 or 9 victory points, it's a draw, which is what happened.
But you're
And then 10 or more, the Allies win.
but you're outnumbered. You only have 5 units to 10 of theirs.
Yeah, but I don't think the Germans really fire for say.
Well, yeah, they're going to fight when it's defend or attack, and you can't get rid of the one unit that doesn't allow you to get rid of. So it'll be very interesting, to do that. That's what I think. So anywho, I'm getting a bit long-winded on it, but that is what we're up to trying to do, you guys, on this weekend. And oh, there it goes again. It's raining again outside.
Oh, that's cool. They actually have it in here as bad weather. You can't use any air.
Yeah, during the bad weather.
Uh-huh. So my goal is to get 5s.
Well, if you're gonna, well, whatever, you just roll. Roll, and it all depends on the roll of the dice, just like all the other games. So
But yeah, it seems like a
it's-
kind of interesting.
it was like a light rain today, but I don't know if you guys can hear, but we can sure hear it. It's pouring out there.
It's starting to pour now.
Yeah.
It's been a light rain all morning.
But that's how it tends to go. So, what do you do? Not much. But anyways, you guys look for that. We're gonna try to do this and complete tonight. Like I said, we got the Alpha Strike battle report that we did coming out tomorrow. It's already set in there and it'll be released in the morning. So if you guys could check that out, we'd appreciate it and leave a comment or a like. That always helps. And then look for this because we had a delay there for almost a month and not being able to get anything out just because of
Sickness.
sicknesses and things going on and just life, and we apologize for that, but we're trying to get back in the swing of things. And actually, we did really good the first several months of the year. So I'm pretty happy with it. We got further along than we did the beginning of last year. We just got swiped again, like everybody else. A lot of people are getting pushed to the side too, weather-wise or work-wise or whatever. So at some point, it would be nice to just win the lottery or do something and just kick back and do some gaming and get that in. And I'm looking forward to better weather so I can get outside more. We already set up a campsite for June. Uh, and the weekend that we're gone, we're going to take a game or two and see if we can get something filmed out at the campsite too, because I think that would be fun, to
Yeah,
share
because
with
it'll
you
just be
guys.
me and you. So,
Well, no, we got a whole bunch of people.
oh, up in June, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about next month,
no.
this upcoming month.
Well, we could try to do that.
I mean, it'd just be us. Maybe take some Vez out.
Some what?
Some
Zvezda?
Vezda. I know, my nose.
You didn't say the D, so you like Zvezda out. I'm like, oh, Zvezda, yeah.
I gotta redeem the Russians.
Well, you got to redeem yourself an Alpha Strike.
Yeah.
This was
I'm
random.
like, you know what? Screw it. Let's go and see if the granddaughter would be able to go and pick better for us. Nope. I got my ass whooped.
She picked really good for me, so I'm not complaining.
Fight.
All the guys that she pulled out of the
Yeah, I
Or
got like
whatever you had
2
in
decent ones.
box. You actually had in a little cardboard box or something, but it was kind of funny because I was like, "Oh wow, well you'll see tomorrow when it comes out. You'll see what I mean." But I was like, "Okay, I'm good with what you picked me, especially the one model boy that
I mean, you
Warhawk."
pretty much got what you had last game for the most part, other than like 2, I think.
The little guy is an Alpha Strike. I mean,
Those are for your objectives. They are gonna be
you can
run and collect and get out.
yeah, but if you got to hold the objective, they're just basically
Bait.
bait. Because, well, on the other hand, though, they move so far, they can get behind opponents, and that's where you have to work them. Now, the next Alpha Strike game, we're going to incorporate the artillery and stuff into that, but we wanted to finish what we said we would do with it to begin with, so we did, and it's the first few missions in the book from the mercenary box are done, right?
No, so that was actually out of
Or was that out of
the
the Alpha Strike?
Alpha Strike box. The missions that are in the mercenary is a campaign
Oh,
that we haven't started because you need the supports for the
okay.
campaign. So we'll be
That's the
doing that
difference.
one
But
next. Yep.
the Alpha Strike scenarios are done.
Yes.
And those were we did to design to so people could learn along with us, this is how you do it. So now the next time I'm sure you'll win. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna give you all the little slow ones.
That's fine. And if it works out right, I'll get behind you every turn.
Yeah, if I lose with all the heavies, I'm done. I ain't touching it again.
Walk
I
away.
will not touch it again.
Yeah. You're not gonna I don't think you're gonna lose every time. It's mathematically not.
No, it just depends on what you roll.
Yeah. Campaign. Telemachus says, you think we should do a campaign? Um, we can look at it because
Ugh.
we got the mercenary box. Me and Ashley got them. I got all my stuff painted. She got all the stuff she wanted painted. So the nice thing is, all those miniatures are painted. Um, and I
I
really,
believe you still use the other one guys too.
yeah, you can. But in the campaign, we have yet to do the campaign.
No, we haven't even started that. I haven't
So
even
if you
looked
think
at
we
that
should do the
box.
campaign, then we'll do that. The next thing will be the campaign. We'll start that. When we do the next Alpha Strike game, let's do campaign.
Okay.
First one. And then we'll take it from there because I do want to use the tanks that I got with them because I've never been able
All
to
right,
do
I'll
that.
use the mechs. You use just the tanks.
I thought Clint said there was a rule, or there used to be a rule in BattleTech where you could kick the tanks.
Well, I mean, assuming. I mean, with the mechs, you can get up on the building if someone's trying to hide around it. You can
Yeah.
jump on them.
So
It's called death from above.
jump down on them.
Yeah, but you damage yourself
Do you
too.
see anything down the street? No, crunch, because you didn't look up. But yeah,
Basically.
we'll try doing that. This little game, it looks interesting. And that'll be the second quote solo game I've looked at because honestly, I've talked to people they don't really have anyone to play with, or their family and friends aren't interested, um, in or you live too far from your friends. So sometimes you just need a game that you can do
By yourself.
solo. It's not as much fun as another person being there, and we get that. But also, some of these are great for travel. Like if we want to stay gaming, this looks like it wouldn't be too bad to take. Trench knife, I know absolutely. I'm thrilled with that thing. I thought that worked out pretty good. We did get somebody corrected us on the Germans couldn't go as far into the wire. However, looking through the instruction booklet, that's what it shows you. So it was a little vague with,
The
when it
directions.
says the Germans always move to the front, and then it shows a picture of them in the wire, then you assume that they move to the wire. However, we know next time, or if you buy trench knife, you will never move them out of those frontline trenches. They'll go forward to the territory they're wanting to maintain control of, and you'll defend it, but you're not going to get out and go forward. So there's a line, and then of course the ally has got to try to cross the line. So that was on a different site under review, and the person was fairly polite about it. But in all fairness, being brand new, when you open a box and it shows you something, then tells you move your units to the front, and there's a picture of them in the barbed wire. Well, then you're assuming
You move
moving
up.
them up as far as you can, is what it sounded like. So yeah. Well, Telemachus says always. So we'll do the campaign, and
We
once
gotta
we
get another
start it.
aliens game down.
I know, but
You gotta redeem yourself.
I do not have to redeem myself, and
You blew us up.
you guys agreed to that. You guys agreed that that card was correct at the time. And it's your guys' fault for following so close.
You
In aliens, come on, you can't pack your
Ice
fellow.
Wolf.
Oh, Ice Wolf. Oh, you're not late. we started an hour ago. We always start about an hour ago, wherever or whatever your time is. So it's also a holiday weekend for a large number of the people that watch. So I mean, some celebrate it, some don't. We just figured we jump.
And there he is.
There he is. You hold on, Mythos. Hold on, darn it. Here's your cup. We got your cup. Finally got your cup. Okay. So there it is, you guys. You go to Wolf Brother Hobbies, and he's got links for his mug. It's a pretty cool mug. We're adding it to our collection from other channels. And we got mugs too at gamersandcoffee.shop. You can check that
I'll
out.
say your cup's over there.
But Mythos, really nice mug, sir.
Yep.
And Spring was kind enough, due to the delay, to refund my shipping, which I thought was very honorable of them to do. So, you guys, if you decide to order something, there's a little bit of a delay, and just hold on, they'll get it done.
Ow, 11
p.m.
p.m.
there. Wow. I'm sorry about that.
So it's midnight then now.
So it's midnight for you then.
Or
a
is
little
he
after.
behind? No.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it would be 12 a.m. then now. So he's about what, 7 hours ahead of us?
Yeah, well, thank you for always coming by us. Well, if we just we kind of figured today, well, you guys kind of missed earlier, like we did some building on Ashley's box of mummies and
What do
my
you mean
box of
some? I finished mine.
yeah. I'm gonna paint some of mine on my box of Roman Legionnaires. So because we didn't know how the turnout would be, we just figured, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna get on. If people can come by, cool. If not, cool. We'll go ahead and sit here and build. And people have kind of steadily been
I gotta go take
coming
some
by.
kind of medicine.
Yeah, go ahead. You bring me back something to drink?
Like what?
Yeah.
Soda?
Yeah, how about some root beer this time? I replaced my coffee with that. So that's kind of what we've done. And here's another little game we're working on, Mythos and Ice Wolf. And one of our Alpha Strike is coming out at midnight our time. So tomorrow morning that'll be out for you. Yeah, I knew you were in the Netherlands, Ice Wolf, what you said before, but I was not sure what the time frame is there. So you never go to sleep before 2 a.m.? I gotcha. I tend to end up not getting to bed here until at least 11 or sometimes 12, which makes it rough to get back up. We're doing a little bit different setup. We're doing it from our game table with the laptop and this new mic Mythos that I got with so if it sounds pretty good, then just let us know. We've been asking everybody so far. It's been so far everybody can hear us good. But it's more like a conference mic we wanted, so when we game, we could probably put it in the center of a table or off to the side. I mean, depending on the game you're playing in. For us, we just put it out, and that way it would pick us both up a little bit better than the laptop. So today's show is an experiment for getting out there and traveling with a laptop setup and see what works best. Oh, you did find Ice Wolf? Well, thank you for looking. That was our problem. There's just not much out there. Uh, you found 12 free buildings at Thingiverse. Okay. You get up late, go to bed late, it's better for your health. Yeah. I mean, for me, I'll be honest, I function better on like 5, 6 hours sleep than I do on 8 or 10. I'm just too tired. Oh, Vito stream ends up being 4 a.m. your time. Yeah, that's a bit there. Because if you're going to bed at 2 and you're used to it, it'd be difficult to stay up. But that's okay. You know what I mean? We appreciate you stopping by. I know Mythos does too. So It's all good. I think it's a good time frame for Friday though, Mythos, because it's pretty much Fridays is one of those nights where people like to go out and stuff. So you've kind of got them after dinner, but before they head out on the town. So I think your 8:30 time frame kind of works right in the middle there for doing a Friday. Because generally, like when I used to drive cabs, people are predictable. Supper or dinner, whatever you'd like to call it, wherever you're at, is usually 5:30 to 7, like clockwork, and then people tend to go out anywhere from 9:30 or 10, and they always leave by around 12:30 or 1. Most people don't stay till 2 at the bars, not the majority. So it's kind of a good time frame, I think, sir. You're right there where it works. But your cup's pretty darn nice, man. Really, really is. So it'll get washed up and used for coffee next time. You okay back there, Ash? Her sinuses are killing her, so she's having a rough go of it. I had that for a couple days. I'll tell you guys, man. Tuesday uh, was a rough day, and Wednesday during the week, and then my back's been acting up, and then it's just been kind of one thing after another. Uh, but hey, we got a game in last night, Mythos. Like I said, so it'll be out tomorrow. And this other one we're working on is Operation Dragoon. We're going to try and get that done tonight. My goal is to get that done so I can put it out maybe Tuesday or Wednesday and then go to the next game. But at least there's some content there because I haven't had a chance to put anything out lately, you guys. So we apologize for that. But yeah, we're just glad you stopped by. And Mythos, I know your family too. You got a lot going on, so I'm glad you stopped by for a little bit. And there we go, you guys. That's all we want to do is get out and say hi because you guys are like family. So, and for those of you listening on podcasts, I can see consistently being downloaded. So we're very grateful for that. We appreciate that. Oh wow, you even got me ice. Oh wow, nice. You're not feeling good, are you?
No, it's my sinuses.
So, but yeah, that's what we were doing. Just kind of hanging out, chit chatting, and doing a little building. Well, thanks, Mythos. We try, man. Yeah, it's a different game this time. This is remember that trench knife that you watched our little video on? This would be a kind of a cool
No.
Yep.
We'll see. Is it back on?
I don't see that. Is the audio back? I'm
No.
thinking
Hold on. No. It was. It's
was.
connected to that camera.
So, you know what? Here I've been asking everybody if this conference mic sounds good, and Ashley said she had it set up, but don't change it now in the middle. Don't.
What?
No,
That's the audio.
no, don't get out of there, please. Don't change it now. Leave it
I'm
on.
not.
If then that means that camera's got a good mic in it. So, my goal was to test this sucker that you can't see because you're looking at showing on her phone, but yeah, that's what it is. It's the camera.
It, I don't believe it is.
It is because when you shut the camera off, we lost the mic.
Yeah.
It can't. Just don't worry about it right now, please.
I'm not going to change it. See, it's right there. That's the webcam. That's not what it's on. So I don't understand. That's the one I have it at, which is that.
Which is plugged into the USB hub.
Which is connected to the camera.
So just
That's probably what it is.
So there's two sources, and it just override it with that one because that's the video source. So you would have needed to plug the mic separately in.
But we can't because you have your mouse connected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Well, we know that little camera mic is doing good. No, don't. I would say don't shut it off.
I'm not.
So yeah, thank you for letting us know. But anyways, I apologize, you guys. I foolishly thought that mic was plugged in, but
it is plugged in.
But it's not the mic.
Yes, it is.
Okay, conversation for after the show. I guess we'll argue about it later. So, anyways, yeah, that's good though. At least I know. Well, we plan on getting that other, like I said, the other game done tonight, so I can edit it down. We try to keep our stuff now, like the last one was 13 total minutes.
Yeah, we're trying to do it.
So we're trying to keep them under the 15-minute mark, you guys, because we really would appreciate it if it could all be watched through. And we also know people's time is short these days too. So it just, if we can hit that mark or a little less, like I think it's to upload it to TikTok, it's got to be 10 minutes or less.
Yeah.
So this, even at 13 minutes, I have to edit, cut in half, and do a part 1 and a part 2. Instagram, I don't care for so much, and I don't really even bother with because you can't really do it much. At least I haven't found a way to get any video up there. You can stream to it, but it just doesn't seem to. Of course, it's owned by Facebook or Meta, so it's try doing it with something different than just streaming straight to it. But I don't really want to do that. So most of our stuff is the podcast and this, so works out pretty good that way in that regard. But anyways, I guess we'll go ahead and end it here, you guys. Ice Wolf, as late as it is, wow, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we gotta figure out something for dinner.
And all you guys that are listening and have been there, as always, it's always great to end our week this week or every week this way, because it's ends on a good note, seeing you guys and chatting with you, and it starts my week off tomorrow. I always feel better because I got to hang out with you guys. So we greatly appreciate it, and we appreciate whatever support you can give us from likes and shares. If you can listen most of the way through or watch the videos, that would really help. We're trying to get to that next part of on YouTube where you got to have X amount of hours. And then, of course, every month it goes back for 12 months. So you gain ground and you lose it. And it's like we get close, but then we don't.
Yep.
So watch time would be an absolute phenomenal way to do that. If you guys could do that, that'd be great. But thank you. And Shalemachus, we'll see you later. Charles, Ice Wolf, Mythos, all the other people that have joined this cast, and all you out there listening.
Brian.
Reese, yep. Keep going.
World
War II. Go for it. Painting stopped by, so we appreciate him coming by too. If you're still there, thank you. And all you guys, we appreciate it. Mythos, hell of a nice cup.
Yep.
Until the next time. Keep gaming. We'll see you guys later.